You notice that a sign went up on your neighbor's house and they sold super quick, and you're thinking, hey, I can do this too. I'm a first-time home seller and I can probably do this myself. So let's take a closer look at the realities of the home selling process and the mistakes that first-time home sellers often make and how to avoid them. My name is Finney, and my passion is helping you make sense of real estate. If you need help finding a top agent near you, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Thank you. All right, my friend, let's take a closer look because there is so much that realistically goes into selling a home, more than just the price, more than just the condition, more than just, well, pretty much everything, to be honest with you. There are a lot of details that get overlooked. So when you're looking on the market, why do some listings get price reduced? Why do some listings take seemingly forever to sell? It could be 6 months, a year. And why do some listings that hit the market sell in as little as a handful of days? Well, it depends on the preparation steps that were involved. So in our conversation, we're going to take a look at 8 things that first-time home sellers often get wrong so you know how to avoid it. The first thing is trying to go it alone. Likely you've heard about real estate commissions and you're thinking, you know, if I had to pay 6% or 8% of my home's value to somebody to sell my home, that's annoying. I can do this myself. I've watched HGTV. I've watched Bravo. I've watched how people do it on television. It's going to be easy. I've heard of all these different ways of doing this and I can get this done myself. Possibly you could. It's called a for sale by owner situation, and technically you could do that if you wanted to. But it is important to also understand the statistics of the situation that are reported every single year through the National Association of Realtors, and just because it's the Association of Realtors does not mean it's biased. It's factual and objective information that's being provided based upon numbers across the United States. What they often find is that only about 7% of all for sale by homeowners will be successful. Now, I don't think it would take a mathematician to figure out that, hey, if it cost me over 15% to sell my house and I could have listed with an agent, it would have been like 6 to 8%. Which one of those is more? Which is going to cost you more? Going it alone. So unfortunately, sometimes people feel like they can do it, and if you can, rock on. At the same time, most of those for sale by owners will actually reach out to a trusted real estate advisor to get the job done for them. There is so much that goes into the listing process and so much to get right. And if you're going to maximize the profit from your home, we need to minimize your pain, and we need to ensure that you're in the best and most capable hands to help you sell your home so that you can move on to your next destination. The second big mistake is pricing your house too high. Now, it's a common occurrence that when I meet with a home seller, they say, hey Andrew, I don't want to give my house away and I would love my house to be sold at the highest amount in the current marketplace for, the whole zip code would be lovely. I want to sell it at this price. I say, great. If you want to sell at this price, you might want to wait 25, 30 years and see if the real estate market catches up to where you would like to go. That's just being honest. Now, if you want to truly sell your home, we need to price it right, because if you price it too high, in reality, what you're doing is helping to sell your neighbor's home and all the other homes around you. Because what buyers will do, again, sharing with you from real estate practice, is the buyers will say, hey, you know what? I noticed this home was priced at $500,000. This one was priced at $550,000, and this one over here is priced at $475,000. Well, if they're in the same general area that they're looking, assuming that they have a loan pre-approval up to $550,000, they're probably going to be looking at all 3 of them to compare and contrast and make the best and most well-informed decision that's right for them. So your house would be one of them. So if your house is at $550,000 and the true sales price of your home should have been closer to $500,000, all you've done is give them a frame of reference of why do they think they can get so much money for their home. They walk in and they're like, nope, that's not going to happen. $50,000? Nope. They go look at the $500,000 home and they're like, this seems to be right. This has what we're looking in it. They go check out the $475,000 house and they're thinking to themselves, now we're so far under our budget of what we get approved for. Potentially, we could make this house our own by what we can do to it ourselves in time. But do we really want to do that? That would be a question these buyers would be asking themselves. Do we really want to do it? So they might go back to that $500,000 home and say, this one has the majority of the stuff done. We can take our pace at it and we can make it our own over time. And they might go ahead and make that offer on that house. The moral of the story here is your house helps sell the other 2 homes, because now the person that's going to be looking at the $475,000 house next is going to go look at your house and probably go back to the $475,000 house. This is going to cause you to go backwards in chasing the market down. If you chase the market down, you are maximizing your pain and minimizing the profit associated with selling your home by simply getting the price right up front. It's a common occurrence that most people would like to get the most out of their homes, right? I've heard it. I'm sure you've heard it. The same way I've heard from buyers, I'd like to get the home for the least amount of possible. If I had a nickel every time I've heard that, I'd probably be like DuckTales with Scrooge McDuck and diving into a big bank that that I owned just by all the nickels of every time somebody told me that. I mean, it's just being honest with you. So we gotta be honest with each other to help set you up for success in selling your home. Getting the pricing right out of the gate is gonna help you minimize your pain and maximize the profit. It's also gonna assist you in getting to where you wanna go next, the quickest and easiest, most efficient way for you. The third mistake is not being open-minded during the negotiation process. What am I saying here? So when you get an offer on your house, if your home was listed and let's say the fair market value of your home was $500,000, okay? And let's say that you get an offer at $490,000. Sometimes a first-time home seller say, well, I listed at $500 and you can either pay the $500 or you know what, you go somewhere else. Well, there's nothing wrong with the $490 offer. I would like to be real with you about something when you're listing properties or a buyer makes an offer. Essentially, what are we doing when we list your home at a certain price? We're sharing with the open market what price you would like to get for your home, where you believe the fair market, you and your trusted real estate advisor ideally believe the market is for a home like yours with its features, amenities, and benefits. Also, just simply what I call FAB as an acronym, FAB as a features, amenities, and benefits, by the way. So depending on what you believe you could get for your home. It's just an expression of a thought. Okay, so what does it mean when a buyer makes an offer on your house at $490? Well, they're sharing an expression of their thought in writing that says, hey, you know, I really like your house. I don't know if I completely agree that it's worth $500, but I'm happy to offer you $490. And now they're sharing their thought process with you. Well, as opposed to going stone cold, hardcore rejection, why wouldn't you attempt to negotiate that and see if you guys could button it up, maybe land at $495? See if you guys can figure out the terms that are gonna work best for both of you. The devil's in the details in real estate. So review the devil's in the details in that purchase offer with your trusted real estate advisor to understand what the other benefits are within that real estate contract. Getting this right out of the gate and being flexible and keeping an open mind during the negotiation process will see you being able to sell your home and getting the best price in any market condition, whether it's a buyer's market, seller's market, or a stabilized market. The fourth thing that people get wrong is not following the 3 Ds. Now, you may have never heard of the 3 Ds before, so let's share them, because I promise you that you've heard them somewhere before, except on this channel and this conversation, I refer to it as the 3 Ds. The 3 Ds being declutter, depersonalize, and deep clean your house. When's the last time you looked at listing photography for the new home that you want to buy and you thought, that is not only awful photography, but I don't want to see yesterday night's dinner. I don't want to see a mess in the backyard. I don't want to see all of these blemishes to the property. Who in their right mind would have done this at this price point of a home or any price point of a home? Why would you have not put your best foot forward to make a solid first impression? Because they didn't follow the 3 Ds. And oftentimes first-time home sellers or people that aren't being open-minded to the home selling process, they'll want a crazy amount of money for their home, but are unwilling to do the simplest of things that they can do themselves, such as deep cleaning their home, decluttering their home. You got to get out of the house anyways when it closes, right? Why not start packing up? Why not start decluttering now? And then depersonalizing the house, because we need your house to feel like someone else's home. That's someone else being the buyer that's walking in there. So if you don't follow the 3 Ds right out of the gate, you're already sabotaging your own success. The fifth thing first-time home sellers get wrong are difficult showing times. I can't count the amount of times that I've looked at a property with a home buyer and we're at the office, we're planning on going and taking a home tour of their top 3 to 5 favorite homes. Any one of them could be the right home, and it never fails that at least one of those homes are going to have some obscenely difficult showing requirements that say, hey, you know, you can show our house on Mondays and Wednesdays, but only if it's an odd day of the month and only if it's between 1:33 p.m. and 2:47 p.m. in the afternoon. That's it. That's it. It's only open for less than an hour, and it is what it is. So no, that's not a good idea. What you need to do is unshackle the showing restrictions. Now, if you have some things going on with your property, let's say that you have pets, let's say that there's some different situations, by all means, share that with your trusted real estate advisor. Ask for 1 to 2 hours notice before showing the house so that you have a chance to get your pets, get your family out of the house so that your buyers could come in there and potentially make a great offer on your house, and they can explore and make sure it's the right place for them. Don't restrict the showing times. It's a big no-no. The sixth thing that first-time home sellers get wrong is not listening to their agent. Again, it goes back to people see it on HGTV, the Bravo network, whatever network that you want to call it, that you've seen some type of real estate program and you think that you know everything about real estate. Here's the reality. There are so many details of going that go into selling a home. There's listing preparation phases, which I always coach the sellers that I work with here in Las Vegas through. That listing preparation phase can last anywhere from, most of the time, if somebody's like really close to being ready, it can be 3 weeks to 3 months. It depends on each individual circumstance. But it's that listing preparation phase, when done correctly, that assists us that when we go on the market and I put the marketing into the property and I expose it and get everything out there for them. That's why their homes sell in less than 21 days on average whenever they work with me. And oftentimes there's a lot of them that'll sell in the first week. Part of it's the market condition, part of it's the market trend, but the biggest part of it was the preparation and getting it right from the beginning. Cannot stress the importance of listening to your trusted real estate advisor. This is the person that you're paying to sell your home. This is the person that's going to assist you with selling the biggest asset that most of us ever have, which is your house. Why would you not listen to them? Now, it may not be something that you always want to hear, but if they're being honest and they're being truthful with you, it's what you need to hear. So you really have to boil this down to, are you someone that appreciates the truth, or are you somebody that likes to drink your own Kool-Aid and be self-delusional in the process? There is a big difference in this, and it's time to get real and it's time to be honest. Buyers in the market want a lot of things out of these homes, and it only makes sense as prices go up. They're doing everything they can to afford a home. You would be too whenever you get ready to purchase your new home, more than likely, right? Unless you're downsizing or something. So the point here being is we got to get this right in the listing preparation phase. And why wouldn't you listen to the person that you're paying to sell your home when they're trying to help you sell it? The seventh thing that first-time home sellers get wrong is shutting down small improvements. Now, are we saying that you got to go in there and do a major kitchen renovation? No. Are we saying you need to do a major bathroom remodel? No. What was the word used? Small improvements. Small improvements could consist of repainting the exterior of the house, repainting the interior of the house, sprucing up your cabinetry with just simple hardware, sprucing up your countertops. Maybe you should invest in the quartz or granite option because it's going to help you boost your sellability and your valuability in your market to help you get your home sold. Please do not shut down reasonable small improvements. If you do, then plan to be on the market for a little bit if it's not in keeping with what the buyers are looking for in your market. Lean on your trusted real estate advisor's counsel. Lean on their expertise and the fact that they do this all the time. And you'll know that you have the right trusted real estate advisor for you whenever you Google them and you check out their online ratings, their reviews, their past sales performance, and when you sit down and you talk to them, just by virtue of how honest they're being with you. Because true honesty doesn't always feel good, but we know that it was honest and we know that we can work together. It doesn't have to be one of those situations where someone's insulting. It's a situation about being respectful, because we're always stronger and better together than we are not. Treating each other with dignity and respect is what it's all about. And forming that relationship and that bond, because we're going to be working together. We want to make sure that we have that relationship and bond, and that we know that we can trust each other to get your home sold. So please work with them, and please allow them to work with you and guide you if any small improvements are necessary. Now, I know there are certain financial constraints that each family has. Some people can do more than others. Well, let's do what we can with what we have to assist you in maximizing your profit and minimizing your pain. And the eighth thing is a big one, and that is not planning ahead. Why would you go on the market until that you've identified where it is that you're going? I have spoken with people before. They're like, Andrew, I want to list my house. I'm like, great, where are we going? Where are we going? Well, what do you mean, where are we going? I just want you to come over here, tell me what I need to do to get my house on the market, get it on the market, and get it sold. Okay, and what happens next? Well, then I guess I'm going to move. Yes, where are you moving to? I haven't really thought about it. Well, do you want to be homeless? Of course not. Then where are you going? Sounds like we need to regroup and refocus and establish a game plan of what you want to do moving forward and what the next step in life is for you. Real estate is so much more than just a transaction, whether it's a listing or a buying. It's about our life. And when we think about it, every life has a story. Every home has a story. But more specifically here, your life has a story, so that when you get ready to sell this home, there is something going on in your life. Either you're getting ready to move out of state, or maybe you just had a baby, or maybe you just got married, or you're getting ready to downsize. There's so many reasons that people sell a home, but it's your story that counts here. And if we don't plan it out correctly by knowing what your next step is, it could be harmful to you. And we don't want to set you back in your story. We want to advance the chapter in your book of life, and maybe even open up a new volume with this chapter being done with the sale of the home. Are you going to buy another house in the city? Are you buying a new construction home? Are you moving to the other side? What's going on here? Are you moving close to a doctor, into a specific school zone? You know, there's so many different things that we should cover and review to get this right for you. So share your story with your trusted real estate advisor so they can assist you and say, hey, you know what? That sounds like a very smart plan. So the home selling here, right here, this is what we need to do to get this done. For the home buying side, or if you're planning to relocate out of state or out of country, these are the steps that we need to do to assist out, because everybody has a story. Real estate is just part of that story. Your trusted real estate advisor is just one of the people that are simply a guide on your journey of life through the home selling and home buying process to assist you in your overall path in your life. Let's get this done, and let's get this done correctly by sitting down, thinking this out together and how this fits into your life story to get it right for you. All right, my friends, so now let's take a closer look at the frequently asked questions by home sellers and the 8 steps to sell your house. Looking forward to our next conversation. We'll see you in a few.